Well, hello again, everyone. Today we're going to be looking at the Cambridge Clarion in the English Standard Version, or the ESV. In this review, we're going to be looking at the readability of this Bible and determining whether this is a Bible that you're going to want to read day in and day out. There are a number of reviews that look at the goatskin cover and the binding and the lining, but I feel those don't matter a whole lot if you don't enjoy reading the actual font and the text size itself. And so therefore, we're going to let you experience the pages up close and try it before you buy it and help you make that decision yourself. So we will look at the construction a little bit. This is, again, the Cambridge Clarion that does have a goatskin cover. Cambridge seems to always choose nice goatskin for their covers. This is, obviously, you have the gold foil on the outside. You have stamping, but there are no raised ribs, really, if you will. Cambridge, for those of you that don't know, is the oldest Bible publisher in the world. In fact, their first Bible was printed in 1591, so hopefully they've been around long enough to figure out what they're doing by now. So as you can see, this Clarion is a single column format. So it's going to have the references on the outside edge of each page, and there are section headings. So as you can see here with David Flees Jerusalem, you've got these section headings, which some enjoy, some don't. I would say that in a single column format like this, they're very helpful. To compare this, I've got a King James version in the Cambridge Clarion as well. And without the section headings, as you can see, it gets very lengthy on these pages, and particularly if you're going back to reference something and looking for something you read before. As you can see, when you're looking at just text without any section headings, it's a lot of text to wade through to find a specific section that you're wanting to go back to. So again, this is the King James version of the Clarion, and I prefer what they've done here with the ESV because, as you can see, it's nicely divided. A little bit easier on the eyes too as you're reading the Bible, because it is broken up a little bit and allows you to go back and reference things as you would like. The font is an 8.75 font size, which, because of the generous line spacing that they've chosen here, does read much larger than maybe an 8.75 would in another Bible. But this is a very large font that is easy on the eyes and does allow for a very enjoyable experience. Now, you're noticing some bleed through here in Micah, for example, in the Psalms and Proverbs. Any of the poetic type verses are going to show it a little bit more. But this India paper that they have chosen for the Clarion is pretty opaque. Now again, the lighting that I have here is brighter than normal. Under regular lighting conditions, you're not going to experience any bleed-through problems. As you can see, it is line matched. In other words, the wording on the subsequent pages is lined up, and so you're not seeing it in between each line bleeding through the page, which helps as well. There have been some references to the page curl issue in the ESV in the Cambridge edition. Now, obviously, this page, of course, is sticking up here a little bit, but I actually used to own another Cambridge Clarion in ESV that had the page curl problem, and it was pretty bad. That was a couple of years ago. This one was purchased a few months back, brand new, and as you can see, it doesn't have that page curl issue. I hope they've solved that problem by now, because that was definitely an issue that several were concerned about. But if you buy a new one today, I don't think you're going to be experiencing that like you were. I know that climate conditions can play a part in that too, so it's not a guarantee, but I don't think you're going to be dealing with that anymore. It looks like they have solved that. So I'll let you get some more up-close views of this text. Now, this is a black letter text edition, so the Clarion right now, to my knowledge, does not offer a red letter text version. I do know that black text is more popular. However, I know there are many that prefer red letters, so I think if Cambridge ever came out with a red letter text version of the Clarion, I believe it would be a very popular Bible as well. As far as portability of this Bible goes, the size is, the footprint is fairly small. I do have a Cambridge Pit Minion to kind of put on top of it here and let you get an idea of the size of the footprint. So as you can see, it's a touch larger on the outside here, and this way it's really similar, but it's going to be about twice as thick or even more. The Clarion will be. But overall, again, going back to readability, this is a 5-star Bible from a readability standpoint. I have larger Bibles by Cambridge, in fact, even like their larger wide margin Bibles, and the font size is much smaller and the line spacing is much less, and so you have a much larger Bible, but yet not near the experience with readability as you enjoy here. So Cambridge has done a great job here. If you're looking for a very readable, fairly compact and easy to transport Bible, this is going to be a great selection for you. So hope this review is helpful. Feel free to follow our channel as we upload many videos looking at the readability of all kinds of different premium Bibles from all different publishers. And feel free to leave any comments of things we can do that would even be more helpful in future videos. Again, thanks for checking it out, and we will see you next time.